Advanced Features, Module 7. Welcome to Module 7 of the Ultimate Google Analytics 4 course for beginners. In this module, we'll be discussing advanced features in Google Analytics 4 that can help you gain deeper insights into user behavior. Cross-domain tracking. Cross-domain tracking allows you to track user behavior across multiple domains or subdomains. This is useful if you have different domains for different sections of your website, or if you have an e-commerce site with a separate checkout domain. Setting up cross-domain tracking. To set up cross-domain tracking, you'll need to add a few lines of code to your tracking script. You'll also need to configure your domains in Google Analytics 4 and set up a referral exclusion list to ensure that traffic between domains is tracked correctly. User ID tracking. User ID tracking allows you to track user behavior across multiple devices and sessions. This is useful if you have a website or app that requires users to log in, or if you want to track user behavior over a longer period of time. Setting up user ID tracking. To set up user ID tracking, you'll need to create a user ID in your website or app and pass it to Google Analytics 4. You'll also need to configure your user ID in Google Analytics 4 and ensure that user ID tracking is enabled. Understanding cohort analysis. Cohort analysis allows you to track how groups of users behave over time. This can be useful for understanding the long-term impact of changes to your website or app. Setting up cohort analysis. To set up cohort analysis, you'll need to define a cohort and a retention period. You can use Google Analytics 4 to analyze how the cohort behaves over time and compare it to other cohorts. Understanding custom dimension and metrics. Custom dimensions and metrics allow you to track additional data about your users that isn't captured by default in Google Analytics 4. This can be useful for tracking specific user behaviors or demographics. Setting up custom dimensions and metrics. To set up custom dimensions and metrics, you'll need to define the data you want to track and pass it to Google Analytics 4 using a custom script. You can then use this data to create custom reports and dashboards in Google Analytics 4.